like I have like cool swagger on and shit, so I feel good.
Especially the 2 chains.
Pretty dripped out.
2 chains.
2 chains.
How do you guys
ATS.
like the gold and the silver?
He's rocking it.
That is true.
I like it.
I couldn't do it. You can.
I like it. Yeah. I like it a lot, actually.
Not an accessory guy. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I can't rock accessories, bro.
Why? I think
He refuses.
My neck is too big.
I think if you like build that confidence, you
Yes,
can.
it's a
like
confidence
it's like
thing.
it's like look good, feel good, perform. Yo, the dog. Look at the dog.
Bro,
He's good.
It's like a look good, feel good, perform good thing, and that's why, like, I don't know. I fuck with the accessories. Like, shout out the dog and chain on the wrist now. I got wrist ice.
Need it.
Like, I feel good. I just feel, just ready to attack. Yeah.
always. Let's go. Let's kick.
Yeah.
We're rolling. So.
Well, this is gonna go on both platforms. It's gonna go on ours.
Want to give an intro? We can give an intro.
Should I give like my intro? For,
Just roll yours.
Roll mine.
Yeah.
Roll yours.
Roll mine.
Because you're
All
getting
right.
more views.
And we are back to the Brad Kraut Show today. Rather than one guest, not 2 guests, we have, because I don't even know what episode this is going to be when I post it, so I'm not going to say an episode number. We have 3 guests on today. We have Patrick, Zach, and Cannon. Guys, how are we feeling right now?
Feeling great.
I'm fired up. We have momentum, baby.
Oh, the momentum's here.
Talk about that momentum right now.
Dude.
Talk about it.
The past,
fire the people up.
What is it? January 5th or 6th? 5th. January 5th.
5th.
We've done more in the past 5 days than we did last year.
I just want to say, I just want to say, so
We set the foundation last year to be able to
Yes.
We got fucking
That's
beat
what I'm
up.
talking about.
We got beat up.
We got
We
beat
got
up last
put through
year.
the ringer. Just
And
punches.
now it's wise there.
Let me tell the people what you guys are all about. So between the 3 of them, Patrick runs their marketing agency. What is it called?
Visionary group.
Visionary Group. Zach runs Dogged Sportswear.
Dogged.
Dogged Sportswear.
Yes, correct.
And Cannon runs Vision. And all 3 of them have an office right down here in Dallas, Texas. And they're between 22, 23 years old. Just like-minded individuals, entrepreneurs, hustlers. They're ambitious. They want to make it. And, to kind of just kick this off, when I was kind of like on like the whole like come up on TikTok, I don't know. Well, I've been following, me and Patrick have a history. Like we've been following each other for a while now. But then basically in like mid-September, I get a package from Vision and their supplement company. So they sent me a ton of pre-workouts. But something special that really like hit and like resonated with me, they didn't just send me a package, they also sent me a handwritten note. And I still have that handwritten note. I got to take a picture of it to show you guys. Like I kept it because it was awesome. Like it stood out. Like writing handwritten notes like goes a long way.
It does, absolutely.
And obviously I started using their pre-workouts. Big fan of their not only like their pre-workout but their content, the people behind Vision. And come like I think early November-ish time, they you can talk about it. You guys thought like I ghost you.
Yeah, no, I was like, oh, Brad's popping up because I've been following you for 4 years, probably, like since high school, like randomly. I think you had I don't know, were you with Jesse James West at one point or something, or something happened with Jesse James?
Yeah, I think we were
something
maybe like
Jersey,
social media, something yeah.
Maybe he reposted you one time. I was like, I followed you, whatever. But anyway, so I was like, oh, Brad's blowing the hell up. Let's just toss him. I know he works out. Because I wasn't, honestly, you weren't even posting that much fitness, right? It was all academic weapon, that stuff. I was I know he works out. Let's send him some stuff. And then send it to you. You liked it. We saw it like in some of your stories. I was like.
Yeah, we were like, bro. And we sent it to Justice and Lucas. We're like, bro, he was dry scooping sour melon mania. So.
Yeah, but we thought that was the end of it. We were like, all right, cool. Hope you enjoy. Like, whatever. But, like, we didn't know it would be happening in the future,
Question I had: are we the only supplement company that ever gave you free product to try?
No, there was
Seek. You got Seek.
I got Seek. Yeah, it was you guys and Seek.
Okay.
The protein powder that sent me. It was good, but
yeah.
Just I wasn't really connected with them like the way that I was like connected and like felt the energy from you guys.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like fitness is my roots. Like this is my like base. Like this is what powers me every single day. And I was just thinking in my head, I was like, wow, like, wait, am I like telling the people about like what's going on? Yeah. So I was just like, I've always wanted to like do something like within like the fitness like industry of like maybe like creating my own pre-workout, coming out with like fitness apparel, whatever it may be. and they create pre-workout. So I was like, and I use their pre-workout every single day, every single morning. I call it juice, and that's why the pre-workout we're coming out with is called Brad's Weapon Juice. But I was like, I need to like hit up Patrick. Basically, I just texted Patrick. I was like, yo, like let's jump on a call.
Yeah. And
he's like, all right. So like I jump on a call, and I'm just like, yo, like we should like collab on like a pre-workout, and then you could.
No, I was like, guys, have a call with Brad. Like, maybe we run by a collab flavor, and you were the one that was like, hear me out. Like, this might be weird, this might be crazy, but I was like, bro, I was about to ask you that. So I was like, let's do this. So,
what did you think? Did you think we were gonna like deny you, turn you down, or like we would be?
No,
we'd be
I was more so just curious as to like the plan of attack, like what you guys are able to do.
Yeah.
So whatever. I asked Patrick about collabing on a pre-workout. Loved it. I guess he mentioned it to you guys. I mentioned it to like my team. They thought, dude, this could be like a really like cool, just like kind of side project to work on. It's something that I'm really passionate about and like I believe in. And we end up, setting up like calls, and I was just blown away how Zach, Patrick, and Cannon like operated. Like they just get it done. Like they talk about something. It's like, all right, deadline here. They get it done. I was like, all right, these guys are not messing around. Like these are guys that I actually like truly like want to work with. And then now I'm out here, like multiple calls, started figuring out the labeling and everything, and then figuring out like the name. And I was like, you know what, like I'm a weapon. I want other weapons to, explore this weapon juice. And I don't know. So I was at my friend's house, and he had like blue Sour Patch like gum, and I was just munching on that. Like I just kept putting one in, then I put another, and I was like, it tastes so good. And I was like, wait, it's like, what if? Because I know like Ghost has the blue Sour Patch, but I was like, you know what? Like, I want to create that flavor. Like, I just really like that flavor. And obviously tomorrow, like I'm going out and testing it, which is gonna be really exciting.
The content from there.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm just that's kind of like background, kind of backstory of like why I'm out here right now. We're just firing away at content, and I'm really excited, for this kind of like side project.
Yeah, it's gonna be hype. I'm excited. I think. Because we did a collab flavor previously with Forbidden with Lucas Papon, one of our partners on the brand.
Yeah, he's the guy that like screams on TikTok like, "Get out, man! Stop feeling sorry for yours." Like, yeah, he's that guy.
Yeah. So we sold 500 units in the matter of a couple weeks. Like, dropped it, went crazy.
Let's do that in 30 minutes.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Exactly. And so we were like, okay, we did this, and we didn't do it to the extent we are now.
Yeah.
And we're like, we know the formula, we know how it's going to go, and we think this is going to sell out in like 30 minutes, and it's going to go absolutely crazy. So this is the first collab that we've really done outside the company, so I think this is going to be super sick. You can show them the label and stuff.
Walk us through it.
Yeah, that one.
Put that one. Yeah.
Peep.
Yeah, talk through the label, and we'll help you out.
Talk about the design process and like why.
Alright, so design process is me like I like to wear sweatsuits. I feel like Rocky some days. So on the label, it's like a character. How do you say it? Like a caricature?
Yeah,
sure.
a cartoon.
A cartoon, like of me, like lifting dumbbells, like giving my like grunt, like I'm a big grunter in the gym. And then the middle is like me, Michael Jordan, the Looney Tunes, or
that's what we talked about.
What are they called?
The Looney Tunes. So
Looney Tunes,
in the
Space
Jam.
Bugs Bunny holds out Michael's secret juice or whatever it is.
So we kind of like took that idea and then put a spin on it to like me as like
holding the
juice to make it
homemade weapon juice.
To like homemade like weapon juice. Like you wake up, you fucking take your juice and you go bananas in the gym. And then the last one is just Brad fired up, kicking the bed sheets first thing in the morning, ready to attack, to drink his juice and attack that gym.
Yeah, and then we did like. You can see it's all blue, because it's going to be blue Sour Patch Kids, so it's all sort of the blues, so you can kind of get the sense of that. As well, it's like a starry night sky. Like, you can see the sunrise in the corner because Brad's kicking the sheets 5:30 in the morning.
It's early.
Yeah, when the sun's rising.
The crack of dawn.
I think it just, in the back, you can see kick the sheets, win the day, kick the sheets, win the day, like holographic. So I think that's super sick. It screams Brad.
Yeah.
And we got a lot more like, yes, we have the pre-workout, we have the label, we have all this stuff, but we have so much more coming with it. The PR boxes, the content.
I'm so excited for it.
Insane. We just started.
But all right, so now you guys kind of have a background on like why I'm out here. But I kind of want to get to know like you guys and like share like your stories to people tuning in right now. So kind of just tell me about like your guys' journey. Like, how did all of you guys meet, and what are you guys like looking forward to, kind of in the future of what you guys are building right now?
Yeah. How do we want to kick it off?
Cannon always starts because he ties all three of our stories kind of together.
Yeah.
So kick it off.
Yeah. So back.
I just want to say, I've only met them on Google Meet, but like in person, it literally feels like I've like known you guys forever.
Yeah.
Like I had to say that. Like it's actually crazy. You will find the right people in your life. Like you will find those like-minded individuals. Like people that are like-minded, like just will naturally find each other. And like I feel like that's what's happening literally like right now as we speak. I've been in Dallas for about like a couple hours, and I already want to move here. But
It's funny because that's exactly how we all met.
Yeah.
And they said, "Oh, we need to get together. We need to do all this." So like this it has happened. It's going to continue to happen, and that's what a lot of people watching this right now. You may be like, "Dude, there's no one like me. There's no one that wants to start a business and do this." That's why social media is a great place to be able to connect and network. If you guys follow Brad, follow us, and join our communities, you guys can find so many other people that think the same way. And that's sort of our goal, is to spread that awareness and image and get other people, like-minded individuals, to join that and find their future business partner, their future, whatever it may be, their best friend with what we're doing. So that's sort of how it is. But I was
gonna say, like, rather than I just want to say on this topic, rather than doing it solo, it's like, why not build with other people? Like
so much more fun.
So much more fun. Like it's like
fun.
You're good at what you like. You're good at all like the design and everything for Dog. You're great at connecting people, operations, back end. You're great at what you do with like marketing. It's like everyone's good at what they do, and everyone bounces ideas off each other, all working in like the same space. And like, it's really cool to see.
If there's anything ever that sucks, like you have a bad day, it's like we can talk about it and get over it in 10 minutes. Rather than by yourself, you're like dwelling on it
in your head.
Like,
it bottles up.
You can't go to sleep.
Yeah.
So I think that's the biggest point.
But onto your guys' kind of journey.
Yep.
Yeah, so back in 2020, so I was actually playing college football out in Texas Tech. I always start there because
Wait, you played college football?
Yeah, college football, baby.
Holy shit!
Football weapon.
Damn. So you think you can take me in? I'm a slot receiver.
Yeah, you're fine.
You're playing corner.
You're done.
We're running that tomorrow. Actually.
There's no
All your Penn State buddies are.
There's
It's talking big game.
No, actually, no. One of my buddies, Zach McPherson, he plays for the Eagles now, number 27.
Yeah.
He went to Penn State, and I went to Tech with him, and he was my buddy. Now he plays for the Eagles, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop interrupting.
But so I played college football at Tech, like it was my dream. So I transferred there. I walked on for a couple months. I was going through spring ball. That's when COVID hit. We went back home. We were all on Zoom, and I was like, I need to do something. So I always wanted to do like social media. I wanted to be like an influencer. I watched YouTubers. I wasn't huge into. I was huge into fitness, but I was just watching like David Lade and stuff like here and there. I wasn't like huge looking up to them. I was always focused on football. So I started posting on Instagram, and I created a brand called Yoke Club Fitness, which some of you may know. It was a huge TikTok brand. So I started off just posting videos of me working out in my garage gym during COVID. Kept posting. I posted at least like once a day for 6 to 7 months. I was early on TikTok, so very early into TikTok, and that's sort of how I got the start.
Well, for people out here that are trying to like actually start like a business,
Yeah.
How did you even know how to like create this business? Was it like your school that taught you that? Was it just trial and error? Kind of walk me through that, and then
that's what's crazy is because I saw it just being. I wasn't even thinking like that. I knew I wanted to start a business. I wanted to do something, and I just started. It wasn't like, oh, I had this crazy elaborate plan. It just was posting on social media. Like that's literally all it was. I'm like,
well, how did you get to like find like the product? How did you do screen printing? Like all of that. Like how did you figure out?
Literally YouTube. I was like, bought T-shirts on freaking Blank Style and got them and found a screen printer and they started printing. I was like, printed 30 shirts, gave them to my buddies, and they all started rocking them. And then other people wanted them, made more, and then I built a Shopify page and was able to, and I learned the ins and outs of Shopify, built a website, started selling to people, and then I was like, oh, use the Instagram to sell to my Instagram followers, and slowly go from there. So it was just learning. It wasn't from school, I would say.
It was more so just diving into it and then figuring it out.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I need to build a website. So how to find a website and do this. So because there's a lot of people that go, how do you do this? I'm like, bro, just start something and you'll figure it out. You have the internet. Literally, you can learn anything from the internet. So that's sort of how that started. But
so you're at Yolk, yep. And TikTok, Instagram, social media.
TikTok, found a bunch of influencers, got a bunch of influencers together. Just Fit Justice, Lucas Papon, our partners on VZN, Mr. Protein, James Anderson, Pearson Meyer, a lot of people, Patty Cakes, a lot of like the big OG Yolk Club guys. We blew up on TikTok. And after a year, we started traveling. We went to Zoo Culture, we went to LA, we went to New Orleans, Mexico.
Where'd you go in Mexico?
Cool. Tulum.
Dude.
Went to Tulum. I know you want to go.
They're so bad.
So, that's sort of how it started. And we started traveling, making YouTube videos. The YouTube videos were getting 20, 30, 40,000 views. And we were reaching an audiences just because people could relate to us. We're just a bunch of kids that wanted to. My whole goal is like, bro, I want to be able to afford to travel with my buddies and go lift at other gyms. So that was like the whole goal. And then after a year, we hit our first $88,000 mark. And then I talked to Pat.
$88,000 mark in
a month.
Dude, like, this is what I'm saying. It's like people want to, like, and I respect it. It's like people want to go to those jobs that pay, you know, like, starting salary, like
50K.
50 to 100K. It's like, yo, like, why think like that? Start thinking big. Like, start thinking, like, why can I go and make that a month doing my own thing? Like, I just feel like we're not necessarily taught that. We're just taught to be employees, which is fine.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I just think people need to start thinking, like, bigger and differently. And I don't know. I just think it's like a huge issue, like in society, that like we're just like brainwashed to like become.
Yeah, and there's some people like that just want.
It's fun, and which is fine. Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you feel it, because I feel like I was born with wanting to do something big, always ambitious. Yeah. Like that's how I grew up and everything. So I sort of had that as I was.
Yeah. So you guys had this $88,000 month.
Yeah. So we had that. And then right after that, I'm like, we need to. I didn't know shit about e-commerce. Like I'm saying, like I'm literally.
And this is the 88 that it was all organic.
Yeah, all organic through YouTube, through Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, through our influencers. So it was purely organic. And I just saw all these other brands. I wanted to be Gymshark, and I'm like, I was looking at our quality. I'm like, bro, we're just selling. We're selling the brand. Like people are buying
into like
who we are.
Who's behind it? Yeah,
exactly. 100%. So I was like, we need to do something. So I was following Pat for like a month. I found him doing like his motivational entrepreneur self-improvement videos on TikTok.
Why are you laughing?
He's laughing. He's smiling.
No, I'm not.
Okay, sorry.
So I found him.
I was just happy, yeah.
And I followed him. I was like, this is a badass dude. Like, it was sort of like, I need to know this guy. Like, I need to connect to this guy. And then he was doing cold outreach and reached out to me and was like, bro, let's hop on a call, which he sends to hundreds of other people.
Yeah.
And so I got on a call with him, and he's doing like this whole pitch to me, selling me. And then he's like, all right, what are your numbers? And I told him, oh, $88,000 last month. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, $88,000. Because he thought, because we're just a TikTok brand.
Yeah.
We were like one of the first, like no, Young LA was barely tapping into like TikTok influencers. They had Sush and Riser. Those were and Been Done. I know you know Been Done. But those are like the only three guys that they had on TikTok. And we had so many people. So he was like, what the f-? So he's just learning about like TikTok e-commerce stuff. And so he's like, all right, selling me on ads. And so he started running my ads. So we started.
So it became non-organic?
Yeah. So he started doing.
But it was like, even like we worked together for a few months. It was light, like his organic presence was light years ahead of like probably the Facebook ads. The money we're getting through there was probably already just picking up like organic people.
Exactly.
But like, that's like, I was just like, he was my first client for paid ads. So I ran like
his first ever client.
Yeah. And what were you charging then?
$1,500.
Yeah, I think you talked me down to $1,350. I'm pretty sure.
$1,350 a month.
Yeah.
And what were you bringing in a month?
That I had $88,000.
That's $50K,
$60K, like. And so I had him. I didn't even get, like. Dude, that's the thing. I was just like giving him money. I was just like, I'll let Pat do whatever.
Yeah.
I just know I want this guy on my team.
Yeah, you invested in Pat.
Yeah, I didn't invest in him.
Yeah.
Like I'm in Mexico. I'm like, oh. We gotta talk to Pat. I'm playing on my laptop. I'm in Mexico, like
and I'm stressing out of my mind. I'm like,
I had a couple. I was probably like low key tipsy. I was like, "Yo, what's up, Pat?" He's like, "Oh," I'm like, I'm just like,
dude,
I know this guy's doing his. Like, this is someone I want to be around.
Because
I wasn't tweaking, but I was like,
because this was like your first ever client.
No, okay, so I ran a local social media marketing agency, had a lot of clients locally, but I wanted like Canon, I was consuming like fitness content, like Gymshark, Alphalete. Those are the brands I wanted to work with. So I found out about e-commerce marketing, and like it kind of shifted and pivoted to start selling e-commerce packages. So like he was my first step into that. So I had a business for like 8 to 12 months before that was successful locally, but I want to get into the fitness space.
How did you learn like the e-commerce market?
I mean, honestly, I did the courses and stuff like that, but
what do you mean? They have courses on it?
Oh, I
spent like $20K last year in courses, just to learn info and like online business stuff.
Yeah, like
have you already see like the return on it?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think I'd spend like thousands of dollars just to get one nugget that might save me time. Like, I think the way that I think about it is if I can buy the information and someone has it, boom, I have it. So
money.
Yeah. So, but I mean, the big thing was that I really learned how to hire people to execute on the services. So like, I didn't like become I didn't become a Facebook ads expert. I hired a Facebook ads expert and then packaged the service and sold it. So essentially something called freelancer like arbitrage. So I pay my freelancer $500. I'm billing Canon $1,350. I'm doing not much of the work, and I'm taking home $850. But my job is to sell and then manage the team and do all that stuff, which is like what we do at TVG. But at scale. 20, 21 there. 20.
No, how old are you now?
Oh, 22.
Yeah, I just want to show people like, hey, like 22, 23, 22. 22.
Yeah.
I'm 17.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, so we started working together. Honestly, like, yeah, Ken would be showing up to the call, like, at the gym, like, whatever, just not really giving stuff. Like, he gave, like, he's like, I knew that, like, he's pulling in. Like, my service was like, the amount of like stress I put on, like, so we had a Facebook ads guy who was my like only employee at the time. He was great, loved the guy to death, but like just like wasn't that great. But we make jokes about it now. But like yeah, I mean, then we were together, and then you were like came to me, and you're like, oh, like we're gonna make some changes. You were starting to get tapped into other supplement companies, and
yeah, so I was doing that, and people are seeing me. Everyone like you now, everyone knows you. Like everyone started knowing me, especially in the fitness space. Like as CEOs of big companies, and because they knew I was the ops guy. I have freaking 5,000 followers on Instagram, so I'm not a big influencer, but people.
You're behind the scenes guy.
Yeah, like I was working with Rise, and I was working with huge supplements, and I was working with a lot of these big brands. And I knew a lot of big people, and I had a great networking weapon, like, as you say.
Yeah. I mean, because if you can network and just meet as many people as you can, so many opportunities will come. Yeah. And like
it's the biggest flaw for people. Chase every opportunity.
Exactly.
So you're gonna be like yes all man. Of our relationship is because we said yes to a DM.
And we try to help people. Like it's like A, karma, but B, like literally if you help as many people as possible, like that's gonna add up, and then they'll do something in return.
Yeah.
So that's our whole thing is like help people as much as we possibly can.
So now Pat was saying that you guys are like, yo, I think we're going to be doing something different now.
Yeah. So
talk to me about that.
So I wanted to rebrand because I was a one-man show. So I was literally I was running it out of my parents' garage at first, and then we got this warehouse space, and I had like warehouse workers, but we were doing 1,000+ orders a month. So literally, whenever I was doing it at the time, like our biggest launch. The month before our biggest launch, I was picking everything in hand.
All 1,000
everything.
Orders.
So I think it was 800 orders at the time.
And so how are you like balancing that and like the back end of everything?
Exactly. Like I couldn't. So.
But
I literally like I remember at this point I was like, bro, I can't keep doing this because there was 4 days straight, like 16 hours for 4 days in a row. Like I was doing everything, organizing, getting everything together for a big launch. And then I had to launch it. Then I had to pack all those orders and fulfill them all by myself. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck is going on? Like I want to be able to, I have so many ideas. Like I'm a huge idea guy and I have so many things that I want to do. I can't keep doing this. started building teams, but like it's local. Like I wasn't able. I just got kids from the gym to be able to pack the orders, so it wasn't like the best to be able to do. And you have to train people, and I didn't have time to train people because I had to go travel and make content and do all this. So we got a warehouse. We started doing this, but like I said, people were buying the brand, not the quality. So I was like, all right, I need to rebrand this. Yo Club, the name itself isn't going to scale. There's a ceiling to it. We have a great
Why do you think there was a ceiling to that brand? Like the name of it.
Yeah, I think just because the name Yo Club itself is more younger demographic, like it could fizzle away. I totally see it like fizzling away at some point. And it's something I didn't really want to stand behind all too much. It's big into the time of like get mogged, like all that type shit, which I was just like, nah, I don't. I want to be that guy, like cringe type shit. So I didn't want to be like that guy. So I was losing. I wasn't passionate. You were losing passion about it. I wasn't passionate about it, and I wanted to do so many other things. So I was like, I've seen Dogged previously, and I thought it was a super badass brand. And then I think that was February of 2021, and then I was looking back. I think it was in October of 2021, and I saw Dogged because KJ, the owner of V1 Nutra, was posting in the close. So I checked back on it, and it had like 800 followers. I'm like, bro, this should have way more followers than 800, the quality and stuff. But so I was like, I need to get in contact with the owner of Dogged, which is Zach.
And how did you meet Zach?
We didn't know each other, so he met us through KJ.
He's a
KJ.
Owner. He
was a mutual business friend of
he's
ours.
a business owner.
I met KJ just through. I'll kind of recap a little bit because we're kind of getting up to speed. So I went to San Diego State for college. I was going to school for mechanical engineering. Ended up finishing my degree. Yada yada. Started Dogged in 2020, technically 2021, 2020-ish was like all R&D, like 6 months of like actual like digging through manufacturers. I'm big on sampling my stuff and not taking risks and making sure everything's like A1 top-notch quality, and that takes time because I'm dealing with overseas manufacturers. So did that all in 2020. And the reason why I wanted to start a Dogged was because I've always been tapped into the fashion, sportswear, fitness realm. Like I played sports my whole life. I always wanted to be like the best dressed kid on the field. Spent all my money on gear, all the new stuff.
Did you at least perform well?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Throw some highlights.
I hate the kids that just get fancied up.
To the drip king.
And just no.
No, you got it. You look good, play good, feel good, right? So that was always me. So I've always had this guy. I've always had a passion for that, and so one day I found myself like went to Lululemon and then like ASRV and spent like $1,000. I'm like, what am I doing here? And it was like literally like 3 outfits. I'm like, what am I doing here? And the tipping of the iceberg. I don't even know if that's a saying, but
tipping of the iceberg.
The what threw me over the edge to like make the full force jump in, like starting my own thing, was I went out, and I remember this like to a T. I went out to go like model ASRV clothing in downtown San Diego, and I remember taking pictures with my girlfriend at the time in downtown San Diego to like DM to the owner because I wanted to like work for them like really, really bad because I had a huge passion for it. And on two occasions during like that 30-minute split, 2 people walked by me and like gave me compliments on the clothes I was wearing and like that I like looked good in it too. And I'm like, dude, I want to be promoting my gear if I'm doing that. So I was like, boom, next day started like Excel sheet with like potential names and just hit the ground running ever since.
And how did you come up with Dogged?
I really wanted, so I thought about like me and who I am as a person, and I'm not the smartest person in the room, but I'll outwork the fuck out of anyone. And so I have grit. I have like tenacious grit. Like you can't put me down because I'm gonna come back 10 times stronger. And Dogged itself means tenacious persistence.
When did you like build this mindset? Like, have you always been like
throughout
this?
Throughout life, yeah.
Was there any like moment in life that like kind of sparked you of like, everyone, like I'm gonna be the best? Or like
I think it just came throughout time. Like I was never like a big extroverted person. I always like had thoughts running through my brain. I'm someone who like I never know if I'm like good enough, so I always push that extra 10% to make sure people know that like I'm good enough, I'm the right fit for the job. So I think it just came kind of over time, and again, team sports, stuff like that. So started Dogged 2021 in my college apartment. I had all the storage in my closet, fulfilled all the orders. But as Cannon said, we were very focused on product development, top-notch quality. I cared about marketing, but my marketing was like super high professional. Loved the very clean aesthetic of high-end brands, Lululemon, ASRV, but at the time, that's not how you grow reach, get an engaging audience. I wasn't talking to the camera because I wasn't comfortable with it.
Yep.
I was just taking really good professional, like commercials almost, and I think that's what sparked the interest in Cannon. Is like this is awesome stuff. It just needs to be marketed a little bit differently. So
Cannon like believed in the products that you were developing.
Yeah, exactly. So then fast forward to October 2021. He DMs me. We hop on a call. He gives me
a presentation.
A presentation pitch. Yeah, with Jordan Belford and Jonah Hill shaking hands in like the coffee shop, and I'm like, dude, this guy's legit.
Yeah,
let's do it. And
because you know the scene where he's like, well, how much money are you making if you
in like the coffee shop?
And then he's like, if it's over X amount, like I'll work for you.
Yeah.
And he's like, what the fuck? Like that's how I felt. Like I was like,
yeah,
bro, this guy can make a ton of money. He just doesn't understand like this shit.
Yeah.
And that's what I need is like surrounding ourselves with people that, because like the shit Zach does, I do not want to do. Like that's not me, and the shit that I do, Zach does not want to.
Yeah, and that's the beauty. That's the beauty of the partnership. And this was my mentality going into this meeting, and Cannon summed it up at the end. He was like, I would much rather be a partner in $1 billion company than be a sole owner in like a $10 million company. And I was like, yeah, sold. I'm the same way. Because at that time, I was looking for someone to partner with. I hired people who didn't share the same mindset, motivation, grit that I had that the company stood for. So it was just like the stars aligned and stuff just happened.
Yeah.
So now that we kind of have all your guys' backgrounds, we know how all you guys came together, what do you guys see happening in the next, and you can say you don't know, because, if someone asks me what's happening in the next 5 years, I have like a million ideas that I think that could happen.
Yeah.
But what do you guys kind of see happening in the near future? Like, what is a picture perfect world for you guys?
Oh, we know what's gonna happen.
Call a
We just
shot.
had a war room about
Yeah,
that.
we have a war room. So we have these.
A what?
We have meetings called the war room.
4 hour
It's
long.
like we do. We just started rolling this
Wait,
out. But
how long have you been? It's called War Room.
Yeah.
Yes.
So like a quarterly, like end of
so
the quarter meeting.
it's like a year war room, a quarter war room, and a month war room. Where
Who
we, like, plan
developed
everything.
this? Like,
I think we all knew we need. So who
Yeah.
branded it? Who?
Me.
Yeah.
It's a common thing. Like at my
Adam's
company,
the idea guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like a common. At my corporate, so I work a corporate job too during Dogged before I quit my job, and war rooms are like
It's
common.
It's like World War II, Winston Churchill,
Yes.
like everyone coming together in a war room to
It's
defeat
like
the
clutch
Nazis.
meeting.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
The synergy.
Yeah.
So
That's the energy.
what happened in this most recent war room?
Well, we just discussed like where we want to go because we have 3 companies. A quick marketing agency. People were hitting me up, wanting to give me money for services, and then I was like, "What do we do?" And so I hit up Pat because I knew Pat was the agency guy, and I was like, "What do I do?" And he's like, "Oh, charge him $3,000." And then I said, "Pitch him for $3,000," and I closed the deal. He's like, "We're like, holy." And I remember I was in Oklahoma, and I'm like, "Guys, we need to start an agency. We need to do this, this, this." And they're like, "Bet."
I know exactly
Because
where I was too.
we were all in on Dogged, and we still are, but
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, this can fund Dogged, like this. We just need a little bit of money, and now it's like this is a business. Like we started like
How long ago was the marketing agency started?
that was
February.
in January.
Yeah, February was
Oh,
first one.
wow.
Yeah.
Wait, so literally not even, like
10
literally
months.
1 year. Like,
10 months
Yeah,
of like
a year.
operating.
Yeah,
And we got our first client within like weeks.
we're working with
Yeah.
the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
quick flex. Quick flex. But, so War Room, future.
War Room future. So this last War Room, we talked about like what we see going on because we're balancing like TVG, Dogged, Vision, a lot of these different companies, and
Personal
because we
brands.
all have to be our personal brands even. So we're like, all right, how are we going to get the most out of like what companies do we need to focus on? What's the plan? Because if we all are going hard at all different directions, like nothing's going to work. So we all got to push together. If we, drop off with one company a little bit and put more effort into another, there has to be a strategy to, then we invest money into this company. So we're like, all right, this is what we're going to do. Like going hard on the marketing agency. We have like, because that's cash in the door.
Capital.
Like, that's cash. to where we're going to be able to use
Fund,
that cash
vision,
to fund
Yeah,
everything.
it's cash and it's eyes, honestly.
Eyes,
it's
we're
very big
creating
publicity
crazy
for us.
relationships. We were just on the call with some big multi-million-dollar freaking owners of companies, like insane. So we're able to meet so many dope people, and it like, especially in our head, like they're telling us, you guys are, whenever I was 22, you all are way ahead of the game. So it's like,
So
super
what do you
sick to
guys
hear
do?
that.
Like, let's say I'm like, hey, like, I want you to like pitch me on, or you're not allowed to like say this on here. Is it, like,
Yeah.
secret
No,
sauce?
no.
Oh yeah.
If
So,
you want help, like,
yeah. So
Call his number.
Yeah. All right. So like, pitch me on like kick the sheet. Like, how would you like market or like do kick the sheets?
Yeah,
Like, what would
So
you
you're unqualified. You're too small.
I mean,
I'm
That's
joking.
what we're
I'm
working
joking.
towards.
I'm joking.
No, so like what we do, we're a holistic marketing agency. So
what
if
does
you make
holistic mean?
Like we do everything. There's a lot of people that just do paid ads. So they're just doing paid ads. They're paid ads marketing.
So holistic,
digital
you then
marketing.
tie
So-
in your network of Nah.
No, we tie in everything. So
All right, look at like an e-commerce brand. Let's just say Gymshark, right? Think about how they're acquiring customers. They have email, they have paid ads, they have organic social, they have influencer, they have all these channels. Like we have the team and capacity to handle. Like if Kick the Sheets came to us, you need us to handle paid ads, email marketing, influencer marketing, and post your whole social, like manage that for you.
building, whatever it be.
Companies outsource those services to us. We have a team of freelancers under us that executes that work. So it's what I was talking about before, like that freelancer arbitrage,
Yeah.
but much bigger, much higher ticket
So
services.
how big is your team now?
I mean, like it's a mix of like full-time kind of and like freelancers, probably like 6 or 7-ish.
Yeah,
And they're able to handle like
anything.
how many businesses?
Yeah.
Seriously.
How many
Yeah.
businesses do you think they can handle?
We can handle
Like-
like right now.
It
We
depends,
can handle like,
it depends on the
It
scale of their
really
business and the deliverables, man. Like if they're doing holistic, like we have one client that's a supplement retailer that we're literally running their
Their
e-commerce.
entire business.
Everything.
Yes.
And that's like everyone on our team is in that. But then we'll have some where they just do the content creation. We only have like a few members of the team.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But essentially, it's like a one-stop shop. Rather than some companies have paid advertising agency, an email marketing agency, we say
'Cause
no
that's
to
what's
that.
hard is like a lot of companies, like they have this agency doing this, and it doesn't all tie together and it's all jumbled up to where if you were to hire us, it's like it's a foolproof strategy across the board.
Yeah.
So like everything's so for you, what I would do for you is like, we're talking about Discord. So we build out your Discord. We have people building it out, maintaining it, creating the strategy. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to run this campaign on the Discord to funnel this. We got to, for the dialed pre-workout, we got this
Come up with a
launching
whole
in
marketing
February.
campaign
Let's
behind
do early access behind this. And then, content creation. You send us raw videos and we'll edit.
Yeah.
We'll edit all your podcasts. We'll edit this. Tell you to post it. We'll have people posting it. So we have social media managers and we schedule out the entire calendar for months to post it. So you don't even have to touch your Instagram, TikTok, Snap, whatever it is. You don't have to touch any of that. We handle all of that, and then paid ads. So say, we start running paid ads on your T-shirts and flags, whatever. We'll manage all that. If you want to get influencers to find influencers to send care packages to, like
Nurture them, talk
talk to them, hop on calls, phone.
This sounds just like too good to be true.
Oh, it's not.
Oh, it's not though.
And it's literally just like through your experience from like Yoked and then
Yeah.
combining
Everything.
Pat's knowledge.
Yeah.
And we hire some good
That's-
talent too.
That's kind of
Yeah, exactly.
dude.
Yeah.
Good. This is
Like our paid ads guy spent
He's a killer.
millions
Yeah.
of dollars on advertising. He's worked with the D'Amelios,
yeah.
which is super cool. So
So how do you guys like market yourselves to be able to like connect with these like bigger companies?
Yeah. So I mean, like
Vision, Dogged.
Yeah, that is too, but like also like LinkedIn, Twitter is my like a lot of people don't, and cold email. So like
That's the goat.
we're acquiring like literally like the
Just cold outreach.
cold email, cold outreach, and then like it's good because all the companies that we have, our personal content, like when they get a cold email from us, they're like, who the hell is this guy? They can click and like, oh my god, like this guy's doing so much, like this guy's legit. Because a lot of agency owners are like,
They don't actually do.
they're just kind of behind the scenes. They have no
Yeah.
personal brand, whatever. So like we have like content to nurture them, and so like if you clicked on my profile, you know everything what I'm
That
doing,
you
like
do.
and you trust me.
So you're saying like this kind of brings up a good point where even if like you're working like a corporate job too, like the way that recently I've really been looking at social media it's like a resume builder, and it's like it is a visual resume builder.
Yeah.
Like rather than just having paper and whatever, like putting down cool words to make yourself look better than you are.
Right.
Like you can literally, like if you're like a young kid, you know, watching this, like 9th, 10th, like in 11th grade, like literally in high school, like start documenting your journey now, because by the time you're done with college, your media can be a digital resume of everything you've done, and it gives you even more credibility, and it gives, for myself, like I'm better at like visual, like I suck at, like I'm horrible at like reading and like comprehending, so like when I'm able to like see things, it gives me like a better understanding of like what that person is about and what they're able to do.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah, especially in like the like you probably could get a job at any big brand, like it's not that you would, but like me too, like I've been hit up, it's like, oh, you do all, oh, I'd hire you like that. First, like, you know, in college, they go through an internship, going through all that process. Like if you have a good personal brand, even if it's small, like you can get gigs.
So what's advice from you guys? Like you said you're very introverted. You didn't want to be on camera.
Yeah, and then these guys and just
so
putting
how
myself
did you,
out there.
Like because I feel like there's so many people out there that, now I'm getting into it.
Yeah.
I've been up since 3 a.m. Fired up. I've been up since. I'm good. I've been up since like 3 a.m. So like I'm like almost getting delusional. So like, how did you get out of like this comfort zone of like just becoming like posting on social media, not caring what people thought about you? Because there are so many people out there that just care, and it holds them back because they're like introverted, which is totally fine. But like the power of social media nowadays. Like, think about it. Look, Patrick's on his phone right now. Like, everyone is like, I'm not calling him out, but like people are always just like scrolling, scrolling. So it's like, what if you could just start like producing? It'll just help and like benefit your future. So you kind of walk me through it. Yeah,
you have to. Like we talk to brandos or business owners, people that we partner with that refuse to, and we're like, dude, you're sinking. You don't. But to answer your question, the way I did it was I put myself in a situation where I literally had no other option.
What was that situation?
Being with these guys and making our, making our own podcast.
Did you?
Bullying too. It works really good.
So
positive bullying is okay.
So like, give me an example of this positive bullying.
No, we'd be like, dude, film your shit. Like,
seriously.
Bro, why don't you have a post on TikTok in 3 weeks, dude?
Yes, no, we keep each other accountable.
And what are you like? Are you like, oh shit?
No, like I understand the value, so I do it now. And like I have gotten my contact's not amazing, maybe to some people, but 2 months ago it was terrible.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It was hard.
2 months ago. Let's say 6 months ago, maybe.
So because I look at your content, it's more so like day in the life of a 23-year-old entrepreneur balancing like 3 different businesses, right?
Yep.
So you'll do more so like talkovers rather than just like actually talking to the camera itself.
Yes,
which is a good start.
I'm starting to mix that in too.
But you have to start somewhere.
My comfortability, starting YouTube back
especially
up,
on the brand pages. He's been doing a lot of like mic'd up and
exactly.
walking through.
It's like anything. It's a skill. You know what I mean? Like some people, you're very well spoken. You can talk to the camera with ease. You're the
one-take Drake.
With the one-take Drake.
Dude, just if I stutter, I stutter. It's me. Put it up.
Exactly. And I was just listening to a podcast today. Like, you're not gonna be the best motivational speaker in front of a crowd of 500 without trying it 5, 6, 10 times. It's the same thing with talking to the camera, in my opinion. So, and that goes back to the whole grit, tenacious persistence. Like, I know I'm terrible, so I'm gonna do it 10 times a day to get better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Fired up, baby.
Yeah. What else you gotta say, Cannon?
I can go back to the little war room. Actually.
Yeah. Let's fire that up.
Finish that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how that whole conversation just happened.
Yeah. How did that happen?
Bro, we're just animals.
I mean, for me, like, I don't know about, I have like I'm not diagnosed, but like I definitely have like ADD and like ADHD, where like I'll be talking about one thing and then like something just like sparks in my head, and then I'm like, I ask like a random, and I need to get better at that, and that's why even like on my pod too, like, I like having like my buddy Aeneas like on with me as well, like. He's so good at like keeping things like on track, and he's a broadcaster himself. We've been good friends for like a while now, so it's fun to kind of like do it together.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's again 88. This is another tangent.
5 years. 5 years.
Yeah,
5 years. War Room.
Yeah, we're talking about the War Room this year. We really want to this was a foundational year, 2022. We started TVG. We started Vision. We pretty much started Dogged. We rebranded Yell Club to Dogged. So we started everything. We set the foundation. We got our HQ. We built our team. Now it's time to grow. So we want to scale TVG first, like really focus on TVG this first quarter, bring cash in to be able to invest in a Vision Dogged, build that sort of out, build relationships with influencers through Vision to help Dogged as well, start doing these meetups and everything, because we used to be huge on meetups, flying out everywhere. So really want to do that, like bring.
So how do you balance the meetups and then like the actual like business? Like, are you like? Because I feel like that is like the meetups.
Yeah. That drives sales. Like that drives sales. The content drives sales. Like that's literally.
I'm saying like, do you have like a meetup like coordinator? Is what I'm trying to say.
That's pretty much like me.
Yeah, that's canon.
Yeah, like this whole meetup, we're like meeting everyone in person, and we're like, we need to do this every day. This literally needs to be every day. In the gym that we're going to go tomorrow, you'll sort of see what we're talking about. But we want to open up a gym here in Dallas to where it's like sort of Alphaland-esque, but a lot cooler, a lot better vibe. Because I can't do like.
Well, I
know we
talk
about Alphaland.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like I have a vision of myself too, like opening up my own like facility one day. Like that is the ultimate like goal by like the age of 30, as like a fun like project to just work on and truly just
let's do it this year.
Create.
Come on.
Oh, you're trying to do that this year?
Oh yeah.
Totally could too.
You can.
I could no. I don't have the capital.
Oh my god, you don't need capital.
You don't need capital, bro. You know how many people?
Come on, Brad. You don't need money.
I just know people.
It's a limiting belief.
We'll get you an
exactly.
investor. We'll get you an investor.
Yeah. So we want to open up a gym, so it's like every day.
But how are
grows
so?
the
All right,
community and
I'm gonna
shit.
stop you there. It's like, how are you gonna be able to scale these? Like, do you feel like you're gonna be like, what's the term? Like cutting your water short or spreading your water too thin?
Yeah.
No, because at this first quarter, we're going hard on TVG, and we're building out our team. Like our team. There's a bunch of weapons.
TVG?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, like, if we have the cash to have a good team, that team can do everything.
And they can
do the
do
marketing.
Yeah, they can do. Obviously, they can fulfill client stuff too, but they can also
do
work
Vision
for Vision
and Dogged, and
Like,
then
want
we
a
start
full-time
passing
videographer.
them the jobs that we do, and we
You
start
guys-
working on the next. We're like the future guys. We're just the idea guys. I want to, by the end of this year, I envision it. I want 10 people at a team. They're all listening to me. I'm like, I want XYZ done for this company, blah, 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 and they just do it. And then I'm just on to the next. I'm just the idea guy. We're just the idea guys. And then we're just doing the high level strategy.
But like, why don't you turn like Vision, Dogged, the agency? Like, why don't you try to hit like be the best at that? Like, hit $1 billion at that.
Exactly.
So the gym doesn't deter from that. Like
Yes.
the gym
will
will
only help facilitate
Vision and Dogged, it will blow up if we have a
because
gym.
now you have a hub where
Yes,
people
yes.
can come in. You can have like
We have
in-house,
Brad.
bro.
Brad's there every day.
Yeah.
5:30 in the morning.
running
fucking-
boot camp.
Yes.
Running go down and kick the shit.
Yeah.
Kick the shit.
We're the Cowboys cheerleaders.
Yes.
Yeah,
like-
Holy shit! Right now we are thinking.
No, like seriously,
Yeah.
like that
Wow.
just facilitates everything that we want to do, because like that's what we say. We're gonna have our
That's
HQ there, and for our
Dude.
clients, we're gonna be like, we're gonna have content people like shoot this out in the gym right now, and they just run out there, and we're just
And shoot-
filming content. We're flying out influencers and shit. Just
I love this.
I think
now I see this vision.
It's like a
you need,
hundred.
you need to see like all these companies not as separate entities. Like it's like one
thing.
parent company.
And that's what I'm saying, and that's what I was telling you.
Oh my god, I'm getting chills. Sorry, hold on.
Yeah.
It's like an empire. It's like
It is an
Billy's.
empire.
It's a monopoly.
I'm gonna have to talk to you after this.
No, but that's what we're saying, and that's what I was telling you. So,
Dude,
5-year
oh my God.
vision. I know I'm going right now, but I know we were talking about it. My like 5-year vision. I know I talk about like Barstool and shit. See like what Dave's doing over at Barstool. That's sort of how I see. I
But
want
for like fitness.
yeah, I want
and, like,
like
motivation.
TVG. I want TVG to be the umbrella to all of these companies, and like we just have a crazy umbrella company that we get people like you, and we start networking with people like-minded, that we invest into young people to where
Yep.
they're coming up but they don't have a lot of money, to where we're able to invest into them, give them the materials and
The
the people and the
resources.
resources to blow up their podcast. And we have like freaking 30 crazy badass influencers at our HQ ripping podcasts, doing content. We help blow them up, and they're all under one umbrella, feeding into the same goal, doing all that. Like that's what I see.
So have you found any properties yet? Or have you done it?
We're looking, right?
Yeah, we're looking.
You're already doing property.
Yeah, our goal is after Q1, we're gonna start going off on it. Like once we have
money,
and money, so we're getting there.
Dude, you got my mind like racing right now.
You're gonna move here this summer, bro.
Yeah,
and you're gonna help.
I want to help build the gym.
Like seriously,
I want to help build the gym.
That's
what literally word like
whatever the fuck you want. We're gonna get everyone in on this.
I want to I would love to help build this gym.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Be a part of it.
Summer camp, dude.
Like
it'll be fun.
Build it, document it. Like it's all unreal content.
Yep.
Like, dude, this has some serious because that was kind of my vision, like down the road. But like, if it comes to me, the right opportunity at the right time, like I'm graduating in May, like this could be like some pretty
astronomical.
You can literally do it, bro. Like we're the guys. If you tell us to do, if you want to do something, we'll do it, bro.
We'll get it done.
Like that's how we are.
That's the thing too. There's no limiting. Like nothing limits our ideas. Like even just saying money, it's like we'll figure out money. Like that's not a problem. Like it's just we know that things are gonna happen, right?
Yeah, we're just manifesting it. And it happens.
Yeah. You got to move different. Like no other TikTok brand, no other supplement brand. They don't this is not even on the radar because I feel like all the in-person events, it's done. Like people really don't care about that connection. But that's what we're the best at, bringing the community together.
And you know why you're the best at it? It's because the people behind it and how receptive you guys are and how, you guys are just people that people want to, be around. You're people's people. Yeah. I think that makes sense. Yeah. Very sociable, very out there, just bringing together like-minded individuals. That's what you guys are, and that's why I think what you guys are talking about and everything, the dog's eating the wire, licking it. That's why I can see it being extremely successful.
Yeah, and that's what that's why I love the whole team aspect. Like you're saying, the followers, you gotta, dude. If you have a team of badass dudes, 10 dudes that are
Killers.
all grinding on content and stuff, or women,
you can literally have a huge impact on society, the world,
and that's what
by coming together. Dude, think about that. Through the gym, you could do charity fundraisers, weightlifting.
Dude, we have so many ideas,
there's so much that can come from it, and it's so cool because everyone's so young.
Yeah.
But I could also see bringing in an older CEO that has a ton of experience.
Oh, that's what we're gonna do for our gym. Our gym manager, they're gonna I've managed gyms in the past.
Yeah. I can obviously see that happening. Yeah. But I absolutely love that vision. Like I said, I have fucking.
That's why vision's the vision, baby. We got that vision.
Yeah.
Kick the sheets.
The sheets win the day.
What have we not talked about yet?
Brad, we really talked about.
We don't need to talk. Well, if it's going on mine, I already have it. This was all about I want to highlight you guys, because people obviously
they'll be seeing us more, baby.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. And even for me too, people that I'm around, I'm gonna help build them up too. Put them out and show people who I'm hanging around, and the people obviously they might look at your socials or whatever and be like, oh, who the fuck are these guys? But now it's all right, podcasting, long form content, tune in, and now you can really get to know who these guys are. You guys were able to talk about your journeys of getting to where you are, and now I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that are now motivated from what you guys have done and are doing, and hopefully just kind of follow along this journey, and hopefully they go and chase their dreams and aspirations in their lives.
Yep,
absolutely.
100%. Yeah, and that's what I see with you, Brad, is you're talking to me you're scheming up so many ideas, and you're well, how do other influencers? I'm bro, you are light years ahead of all these influencers and how they think and how they operate, and especially you're exactly how you are, how I thought you would be over TikTok.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask that. That?
Oh dude, yeah, you're the same.
Yeah.
It's sick, and that's what's badass. Is you guys watching and listening to Brad's stuff, the value that you're getting from Brad. I know he can be crazy as fuck, which is and fire you guys up. That's what you guys need in your life, and that's how he is in person. And he's inspiring. He's pushing us, and you're firing us up and bringing us ideas and stuff. And that's who you want to surround yourself with, and that's who you want to watch. Because us knowing so many influencers in the space, especially in the fitness industry, we're we need to. There needs to be some sort of change because there's so many lazy out there that are just taking it day by day, doing nothing. You want, especially with content now and TikTok, Like, there's so many people that you can listen to and get corroded by, but Brad is like that guy and someone you want to stick with, and he has y'all's best interest. He's not going to do for y'all, and that's why you keep sticking with it no matter what, and like surrounding yourselves with people like us and those people, and like hopefully we can meet some of your guys that we can maybe add some value, and we're learning a lot from you. So that I think that's something that's huge too that I wanted to tell your audience, because I know they're watching right now like, oh, how's Brad, like, and I see what you're building. You actually care about your audience. I think that's the most badass thing, and that's who we want to invest into as well. And that's why I think like this collab and everything is sick.
Yeah. No, you're probably the most transparent influencer I've ever met.
Yeah.
And you bring a ball of positive energy that literally we saw proof today with, because we went and hit deadlifts and everyone had a good lift. Everyone PR'd.
Yeah.
Like it's literally proof. Like best lift of our life. It was awesome. It was awesome.
That was fun today.
Yeah. So hey, tune in if you want to see more content of this. Yeah. Especially
part 2 at Penn State when we come and visit.
Yeah, we're gonna come visit you in Penn State.
Trip it right in the family room.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Right in the family room.
Exactly. We're gonna be doing that this summer. Brad's gonna be coming out.
Yep.
YouTube video is gonna be crazy. I'm excited, baby.
Yeah. So shout out Dogged. Shout out. I'm sorry. I'm so exhausted right now. Shout out. It's like, what is it? Like 7 p.m. now. I've been up since 3 a.m. Like EST. Deadlifted 495 pounds a day. Just been off caffeine, pre-workout, pump products, and now my crash is finally coming. What's the agency?
Visionary
Group agency. Just shout out these guys that I'm with right now. Like, this is not the last time you're gonna see them. Just know that.